Okay, so let's talk about the new wave of institutional adoption that is mostly, here's the news on it, okay? So the Bitcoin Lightning company River raised 35 million admits a new wave of institutional adoption. Okay, so you know that this company is related only to Bitcoin only company. Okay, while being a node, right? So the growing interest is only in Bitcoin only company. Okay, so as of now you have seen the adoption in the Bitcoin business. Okay, so yeah, these are the top lightning nodes by capacity. Okay, so these are the companies like Bitfinex node, then Bitfinex another one, then River. So this company is seeing that there's a these two companies are the Bitcoin, right? He's seeing that there's only adoption in the Bitcoin companies. Okay, so as of now you all know that the companies are seeing the flaw in the traditional system, right? So that's for this news. Okay, so there'll kind of be a new wave of this only Bitcoin only company, right? So now let's talk about your next news, which is here. Okay, so the new crypto cycle will be about ether yields bursting. Okay, so as you all know that the new cycle he's saying bursting, okay, is a research firm. Okay, so he's predicting that the next cycle will only be of ETH ETH yields. Okay, so he's saying because the banking deposit, as you'll know, that they generate no yields, right? So investors are more probably want that yield, right? So they are moving out from the banking. They are moving out from the banking since there's zero yield, right? So they are moving to the US money market, right? So they're moving to the money market, and as you all know that, as he's saying that once ETH becomes more mainstream, each deposit and yield is expected to rise. Okay, so as of now, not everyone knows that Ethereum is producing a good yield since it is deflationary in nature, right? So he's saying that the next cycle will more probably be in each yield. Okay, since ETH is already deflationary, right? Okay, so now let's talk about your next news, which is Optimism major bedrock upgrade set for June 6th. Okay, so Optimism next major upgrade, which is set to the bedrock bedrock upgrade, which is set for June 6th. What it does, it reduces transaction fees, greater network security, and enhance the capability of Ethereum. Okay, so here's the new upgrade. So in short, it will enable execution of several transactions in a single block, okay, making the network more better. But as you all know that the ZK, the zero knowledge proof, is taking all the traction, right? So that's the 6th June. Okay, so more probably this token will pump. So you have to buy it right now if you're buying, right? If you see on the OP token. Okay, so let's go straight to the OP and see. Okay, let's go on layer 2s. Okay, the OP token. Okay, so as of this news, the token pump, and if you see on a daily, we'll go on a daily. Okay, so this token is right here. Okay, so it broke this big trend line. It broke this big trend line. It's all down. Okay, so as of now, you see that it's just supporting this trend line, right? It's just supporting this trend line. Okay, so this on a daily. I'll put it on full screen so I can see. Okay, so I'll just remove this thing. So after, I think the mostly the bedrock will pump the price. Okay, because since the fees will be low, right? But mostly the ZK is taking all the price action. Okay, so we need to see a break of this. Okay, so once it breaks, make support, will enter. Okay, okay, so now let's go into your next one. Okay, okay, so let's talk about the next one, which is lightning lightning labs. You know that this is the L2 on Bitcoin, right? Lightning labs launches upgrade updated protocol to help solve Bitcoin BRC issue. As you know that the Bitcoin issue, right, is making the fees of the Bitcoin network to skyrocket the the gas fees on Bitcoin, right? So they released this new patch. It's Taproot Asset Protocol. Okay, so what it does, it offers more efficient way to mint Bitcoin's BRC token. Okay, so In short, how it does, it aims to operate off chain by avoiding network congestion. Okay, because of that the fees go high, right? So they released this the new updated this for the protocol. Okay, so if you see that right now, you see that they issued this so that they can mint efficiently, right? So if you see that the BRC20 tokens, right, the total market cap, as you all know, the highest, if you all don't know, the highest that the BRC20 has gone around is 1 billion, right? Right now it's around 500 million. Okay, so the hype is going, but since this lightning has issued, right, the gas fee is reduced, right? They've issued they've released this version that will reduce the fee and it will go off chain, right, avoiding network congestion. So maybe the BRC20 token also will start pumping, but till now it just went half the market cap. Okay, so now let's talk about your next. Let's go straight to BTC chart. Okay, so that was the last news. Okay, let's go straight to the BTC chart and see how the market goes. Okay, so here's the BTC chart. Okay, let's go on a 4 chart. Okay, so here's the BTC chart. Okay, so right now BTC can do two things from here. It can either bounce from here from 26,780. It can bounce and it can go back to 27,760. It can go there, means it can, in short, I'm trying to say it can either bounce here or be a trend over here from 27 to 26. It can just bounce here, or it can break this support. If it breaks that support, then we are all going down, right, to 24,900. Okay, but more probably we can see it can more probably bounce, right? But if it breaks the support if it breaks, makes this as a resistance, right? If it makes a resistance, we need to enter a short. Okay, so remember, once if Bitcoin breaks this 26,780, it breaks and makes a resistance, then we enter all our shorts. Okay, and then we enter our shorts even into the other altcoins. Okay, so now we all know it can either break or it can bounce. Okay, so that's for your BTC chart. Now we need to take it to the next chart and see what we need to do. Okay, so the main aim over here will be just watch this, whether it breaks or it settles here to bounce. Okay, so if it bounce, then we'll enter all our longs into the other altcoin. And even if you all want to enter on BTC, you all can enter. Okay, so now let's see our next chart. Okay, so for Ethereum chart. Okay, so as of you all know, if only Bitcoin breaks that 26,780 to go, if it breaks that support, then this too, your Ethereum will go straight here to 1758. Okay, so we all need to watch on BTC. Okay, but if Bitcoin bounces, your Ethereum also from here will break this resistance. Okay, it will break this resistance where it's now around 1831. It will break this resistance to go to here, this to make, it will break this resistance to at around 1847. Okay, and make this support, and more probably altcoin will go up, right? But now we need to see a BTC chart main. Okay, if it breaks, then you know this one is going down here. Okay, so now let's talk about your, okay, but if this also Ethereum, if your Ethereum also breaks this support, once it breaks, makes a resistance, we enter short position. Okay, so now let's see into your next one. Okay, next chart, which is your avax. Okay, so for your avax, right now avax is supporting this resistance. Okay, so you can see this resistance supporting right here. Okay, but if Bitcoin breaks that 26,780 to go to 24,900, then your avax will break its support at around $14.62. Okay, so only once avax breaks, if only it happens, if avax breaks the support, once it makes a resistance, then only we enter a short. Okay, and then we take our take profit right here around $12.03. But if Bitcoin is ranging right in that 26,000 to 27, it's ranging there, then this too will be a good opportunity to buy right here at around $14.62. So we need to watch this. Okay, so right now it's either break that support or it will range at this resistance line. Okay, so now let's talk about your next one, which is your Solana. Okay, so right now Solana also, you can see it can just range at this line, right? So now right now Bitcoin is going down, right? So your Solana is also going down, and a good entry to be buying if you all feel that it will bounce from 26,780 for Solana will be here, okay, at $19.88. So more probably it will range from $19.88 to $21.29 per Solana. But if your Bitcoin breaks that support of 26,780, then your Solana also, once it breaks, makes it a resistance, we need to short it. Okay, we short it from here. Once it makes a resistance, to take profits around $17.27 for your Solana. That's right here. Okay, now let's talk about your next chart, which is your dot. Okay, so for a dot chart, if your Bitcoin breaks that support, right, of 26,780, your dot will also break this support at $5.25. It'll make a resistance. Once it makes a resistance, we enter short and we ride it all the way with a trailing stop loss to $4.67. But if Bitcoin bounces, then this will probably ranging from $5.27 to $5.52. Okay, so it will just be ranging. Okay, so now the good buying entry if it bounces will be your $5.25. Okay, so now let's talk about your next chart, which is your Cardano chart. Okay, so for Cardano chart also will go right here to this support. Okay, once it goes to this support, if Bitcoin breaks at 26,780, once it breaks, your Cardano also break this support at 0.35 cents. Once it breaks, only once it makes a resistance, we enter a short. Okay, then we ride it all the way to 0.32 cents. I take profit. Okay, so but if Bitcoin's ranging, this too will range, right? So buying here would be a good buying entry only if it bounces, right? So it will more probably it will range and it will go to 0.38 cents. Okay, that's where you can put your take profits. Okay, so now let's talk about your next chart, which is your algo. Okay, so algo, as you all know, if you see on the daily for your algo, I'll just go on the daily. The times it touched here was, this is the one time, this is the two time, the second time it touches in 2022, and if you see the more previous time that it touched was here around 2020, and the next time it didn't almost, but 2019. Okay, so buying shorting algo will be of no use because it's the bottom that is ever gone. You'll seen, right? So right now algo also will range if Bitcoin ranges. More probably it won't go that much down because the lowest it has gone is around 0.16 cents. So more probably buying now would be a good entry since there's less people going to sell it at the bottoms, right? Now let's talk about your next one, which is your near. Okay, so for near also, near is going to go right here. Okay, so when near goes here at around 5.55 cents, if Bitcoin doesn't break that support, right, at 26,780, your near also won't break. It's more probably bouncing. Okay, but if it breaks, and when it breaks, makes a resistance, when it breaks this, your near breaks around 1.55 cents, makes a resistance, we enter a short, and we ride it all the way to $1.26. Okay, with a trailing stop loss. Okay, so if it bounces, more probably we'll be buying it right here at around 1.55 cents. It can trend in this line only from 1.72 to 1.55, your near chart. Okay, the same as the others. Okay, so now let's talk about your next one, which is your phantom. Okay, so a phantom also will go right here down to this support at around 0.35 cents. Okay, and if your Bitcoin breaks at 26,780 support, this too will break the phantom will break the support of 0.35 cents, makes a resistance. Once it only breaks, makes a resistance, we enter short. Okay, and we ride it all the way to 0.29 cents. But it can even range, right? So if it ranges, buying here would be a good entry. Okay, 0.35 cents. Okay, so till now it's not going down, so we can see it's kind of good, right? So when it goes here, we can buy. Okay, or we can short it. Okay, can put a stop loss and short it, right? Okay, so now let's go straight to the crypto trends. Okay, so if yesterday over there you see that I just realized that mana and sand just pumped. Okay, so if you see the pump right here, the mana and sand, because of the HT news, Apple news, right? They got a good pump. Okay, so if this pump, if this is a 4 chart, okay, so if this pump keeps on continuing, right, it'll be a good entry. We'll check if it keeps continuing, okay, till the Apple announcement, and then we'll enter. Okay, so we need to keep an eye on this, on the metaverse tokens, right, sand and all that. Okay, so if it keeps going like that, keeps going upwards, we'll enter. Okay, so till now we'll just watch. Okay, so now let's talk about yesterday's. So yesterday's, this, your 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀 started to break, right? So all the longs, the stop loss got hit. Okay, so right now I'll be looking to short it. Okay, short it. Okay, so that's until if BTC breaks that. Okay, BTC breaks that 26,780. So more probably a good short would be taking, right, for your crypto 10. And this two coin has pumped too high. You see, from so many days it's just been pumping. So short is more probably going to take place. Okay, so right now if it keeps resisting this trend, your 𝗧𝗶𝗺, right now it broke. You can see it broke, right? But it's not a proper break. It needs to come. It needs to come. Okay, so it needs, what it needs to do, it needs to come here. It touch this trend line. Okay, so if it doesn't break, then it's good. If it doesn't break, then the short is valid. Okay, then more probably going down. So from here, from this resistance line, we'll check, okay, whether it breaks or not. Okay, put it here. So Lido, let's see Lido. Okay, so Lido, if I took profits, a good thing to take profits. Okay, if I Lido, y'all bought it. Okay, when over here y'all bought it. Okay, so that's it for your crypto trends. If you like content like this, just hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, ping the notification bell on so you don't miss content like this and you're early to watch. Okay, so peace out, crypto fam.